Sometimes the most amazing things start in the most unexpected ways. A thank you note to a college basketball team? Yeah, that's literally all it took to kickstart an incredible charity for kids. So today, we're going to dive into the really cool, unexpected origin story of the Fat Hat Charity. Okay, so it all kicks off with this line from a letter. As I am a horse trader and not a horse thief, so now I shall trade you my thoughts. I mean, talk about an unusual opening, right? You immediately start thinking, wait, who is this horse trader? And what on earth is he trying to trade with a basketball team? So, that's the big question, right? What exactly was this trade? Well, it wasn't for money. It wasn't for some kind of special treatment. Nope, this horse trader was offering something way more personal. And honestly, that's what makes this whole story so cool. Right, a mysterious letter. The first piece of the puzzle is the letter itself. And get this wasn't just a quick email or a tweet. Nope, this was a full-on open letter sent directly to the Michigan State basketball team. So let's set the scene. It's November 25th, 2025. This letter shows up and it's addressed to Coach Doug Wojcik. And it's from a guy named Christopher Winans, who, as it turns out, had just gotten this really cool chance to watch the team practice. All right, so who was this Christopher Winans, this self-proclaimed horse trader? And what was his deal? Let's break it down. He actually introduced himself in the letter in the best way possible. He wrote, I was the guy with the oversized fat hat. And you'll want to remember that hat because it is the key to this entire story. Seriously. And there it is, the big trade. It was all about gratitude, pure and simple. He got to watch a practice, and in return, he offered up his super detailed thoughts and observations to try and help the team. He was basically trading his insights for the experience. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so the letter is just one part of this. It's only half the story. The real game changer, the moment everything pivots, comes from a really simple, spontaneous act by Michigan State's legendary head coach, Tom Izzo. You see, that practice on November 24th, it turned out to be so much more than just a bunch of drills. While Winans was busy taking notes for his trade, something else was about to happen. Something he could have never, ever predicted. So picture this. Practice ends. Coach Tom Izzo spots Christopher Winans standing there with his big, oversized fat hat. And what does he do? He walks over and signs it. Just a simple autograph, right? A nice little gesture for a fan. But that one signature, wow, it changed everything. Yep, that one signature was the spark. That was the moment a fan's quirky hat turned into the symbol for a brand new charity program called, you guessed it, Fat Hats for Kids. In their mission, it's as simple and as powerful as it gets. A smile is the goal. I mean, that says it all. When a kid is going through a tough time, the goal is just to bring them a little bit of joy. So what exactly is Fat Hats for Kids? Well, it's a charity that gives these awesome, oversized sports caps, just like the one Coach Izzo signed, to kids who are facing really serious health challenges, a lot of times while they're in the hospital. And if you're wondering how you can get involved, they make it super easy. You can buy one of these fat hats for yourself or for a kid you know. You can also nominate a child in Southwest Florida to get a hat, or you can just donate directly to the program. But here's what's really smart about this whole thing. The charity has this clever model built right in to make sure the giving just keeps going. It's not just about one-time donations, it's designed to create this continuous wave of generosity. Check this out. For every 15 hats that people buy, the program automatically donates one hat to a child in need. So it creates this amazing sustainable cycle of giving that's powered by the fans and the community. I mean, when you really step back and look at the whole journey, it's pretty incredible. It all starts on the sidelines of a basketball court, with one fan's really unique way of saying thank you. And then, with just the stroke of a pen, that one little gesture turns into a lifeline of smiles for kids who are facing some of the toughest challenges imaginable. So, what are the big takeaways here? Well, it all started with a fan's creative gesture. Then you have a coach's simple act of kindness that provided the spark. And what you end up with is the power of sports fandom being channeled into something truly amazing for the community. I think the biggest lesson here is that you can never, ever underestimate the impact of one small positive action. And that really leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? This whole charity came from a thank you letter and a signature on a hat. It really makes you wonder, what small gesture in your life could create the next big ripple?